So, uh, maybe not applicable to you guys, but really when I was deciding to serve a mission, it was really relying on my parents' testimony and encouragement to serve a mission. I actually had probably very little motivation myself to do it if it was all on my choice. But a cool lesson that I learned from it, and by taking the leap to serve mission, because deep down I knew I needed to, was that the Lord blessed me in many different ways. And I think sometimes, and I always feel for those kids and those boys and sometimes girls who are wondering if they should serve a mission. And then I'm like, for me it was a big leap of faith. I saw my brother do it, saw how cool it was for him, and the examples my parents set forth. But for me, it was a pretty cool experience to just go serve a mission and prep for it, all on a leap of faith. That was more, my story, why I served a mission, and it completely changed my life. And I encourage it to everyone always when they ask me about my mission, because I was so grateful I did it. My second story, and I learned it early in my mission, and I'll say this is my insight, or one of my biggest takeaways, honestly, from the mission. So I got into the mission, and I was hoping for some cool blessings from my stake president and other people who were helping me prep for the mission. But one common theme in all my blessings and things I was looking at was that I needed to serve my companion, which was super weird for me, because I was like, well, let me meet the crazy guy and teach him the gospel and hear all these cool stories. All my stuff was, love your companion, find a way to put him first, and do those things. So right away, right in the mission field, I don't know how it was for them, but it was really, really tough being with someone for 24 hours of the day over and over again and not having a break. That was hard. That was my biggest hard thing. And I remember really, really struggling with it at the beginning of my mission, because I'm like, when I commit to something, I commit 110%. So if mission president or someone's asking me, you gotta wake up at this time, do this, I gotta do it to the T, and I gotta go all day till I gotta come home at 9:30 or 9 o'clock, and that's just how I run. And then you come to find out, companions, everyone has different belief, which is okay, and has different type of work, and that was really hard for me to find a common ground. But the cool story that I took away from my mission was there was this couple every Sunday that we visited. It was they were both Down syndrome, but we loved them. We that's like I said, we visited every Sunday because we loved those two, because they knew how to treat each other with love. So I remember one Sunday I was struggling. I'm bless me with the Spirit, but I'm having a hard time feeling the Spirit, because I look over and I'm like, oh, this guy doesn't want to be out here. You know what I mean? And we go to their house, and they're like, hey, we want to share you guys something from this book we're reading. And they open up this book, and it said, what is it? Oh, it is better to have your wife on your team rather than on your back. And I've always remembered that. I was like, super good point. And it's funny, because in the mission you'll learn to work with people and find common ground, and working as a team with the Spirit as a missionary is doors and blessings are just open as you're doing that. And it's funny I say that they share that quote with me, because now I'm thinking of my wife, and I feel like she's carrying a grown man on her back every day. But that was a super big lesson for me, I think, that I took away from the mission, was, finding common ground, common relationship in the mission. Like Pini was talking about, getting to know that person, where they're coming from, and you can learn to love anyone and everything, and to be a team. That's why.